So, Troy, the real Troy Penny.
The real.
All right.
Yes.
So, what are you currently working on, personally and professionally?
So professionally, I'm currently working on my podcast. I have a podcast with my brother-in-law, my sister, and my brother-in-law's brother, and it's called Relatively Related, and it's just a podcast where we discuss one topic from 4 different perspectives, and I think it's pretty cool. And
That's awesome. When's that going to be out, or is it out already?
It's currently out. We're on episode 20 so far.
Jeez!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and we release that every single week on Wednesdays. So
okay.
That's what
on
I'm
your
working
IG?
on. We have an IG page called Relatively Related.
Nice.
And yeah.
That's a cool name for like a sitcom. So right? Future thoughts. That's what's next. What's next for you?
So yeah, next for me is primarily the podcast, but also just becoming better as a poet, because I'd like to perform more and more.
Okay.
Just performing tonight was beautiful, and just being able to be back out, even though it wasn't like the typical setting that we typically have, but it was still beautiful just to be sharing my work, and then feeling that energy from people is just beautiful.
Definitely found my frequency tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was some sonic healing going on.
For sure. Definitely.
Amazing. So where can we find your work? Because you had a powerful performance.
Oh, okay. So you can find my work on YouTube if you look up Troy Penny or the real Troy Penny.
Right.
Either on Instagram or Twitter. Literally everywhere you'll find me if you just type in Troy Penny or the real Troy Penny.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yes. Sometimes I wish I was a regular poet. I wish I would approach the mic somber and stoic. I wish I had a purple scarf depicting a lotus just to wrap around the stand and show the people I'm focused. I wish I had an arsenal of words to define. Like malaise, a feeling that is hard to describe. It's hard to put a finger on what can't be explained. You see, it's always touch and go when I decide to share pain, because I hear people say, damn, Troy, why you rhyme all the time? Why you complicate your lines and make them wine by design? Why you so conditioned to follow a certain rhythm and flip it back on its head so no one can make predictions? Why you making it hard for me to put you in a box and be content with my friends, and I can vent by how you ought to be fit words and syllables with verbs so critical? Quick, curb your cynical, miserable, lyrical principles. Listen, kid. Sit a bit, I'll show you quick just what my difference is. I can spit a frigid flow, leaving you shivering, or keep it notably funny, unknowingly punny. It's totally from me, inside my heart is where the difference lives. How you criticize a poet using poetic tools. Do my onomatopoeias make you boo-hoo-hoo? Then screw you, fool. See, I'm the type of poet that can murder you with one haiku like Jesus Christ. Help us, please. I don't want to do it, but I will with ease. Best believe I wear my heart up on my sleeve, so when I'm peeved, emotions are what I retrieve, and I've conceived a method that you can't repeat. Not like me. Matter of fact, I've got receipts about your need. Never that's not likely. I think it's best you get to step and better walk lightly. Whoa. I am sorry, I am not that aggressive. The flow has a mind of its own, and I'm just hosting. Its essence is focused and reckless. Every word is potent and precious, it's chosen and tested. You're threatened, and you hoping the skeptics won't notice the efforts put in every stanza and rhyme. The stamina is primed, it's charged like a positive vine. It's boggling, right? Like how did I ever get to this stage? I'm a nervous wreck who struggles with the concept of brave. So if you told me like a year ago I'd share what I made, I'd probably look at you and go, you really insane. What I'm saying is, I was the type who liked to compare, always thinking my work's inferior is what kept me in fear. I thought my specific style would never be understood, because I rhyme, they say that's rapping, that's perceived as not good, but what's good? Good is when you writing and you trying not to cry. Good is when your words are a reflection of your life. Good is when I speak truth, guaranteed to change your psyche too. One more time, say what's good. Good is when you share your work because you ain't got no choice. Good is when you choose to speak for others with no voice. Good is when what we do inspires other poets through and through. It's true. So listen, we're different, but what we're giving is still the same. We offer hope and solutions to others who share in our pain. It's not a game. Metaphors were never the aim. Those who listen to your work should not be leaving the same. I'm sick and tired of seeing poets just performing a flex. Yes, entertainment is a factor, but it's more complex. If your heart's still on stage, it's a scarier threat. A bunch of dummies tucked in lines, that's a marionette. So the moment we step on stage, then the onus is on us, because people people depend on our pieces to be open and honest. Our goal is to spellbind the moment our voice is heard. Make him think you are a wizard the way that you hog words and craft them into something that's unique to your style. And be patient, understanding that may take you a while. Don't aspire to be a clone. That prevents you from growing, because the truth is, there ain't no such thing as a regular poet. Thank you. So I've been thinking, right, about a lot in life. I guess to speak specifically is when your passion dies. Just a little after every single failure, you start acting out of pocket, you got no behavior. And for what though? Chasing a dream is cutthroat. I've been for slaying these lanes who's playing with luck, bro. Oh no, and I'm back at it straight. Savage attacking it, you would think it's a deli the way that I'm steady stabbing it. But my knife slipped, damn, I don't like this, man. It's a crisis and wish that I could stand. Dust my shirt off, resuming on with the race. Man, I really wanted to win, but I'm frozen running in place. Hey, when we fail at what we really love, we feel the burn. Take the L and multiply by 2, that's lesson learned. If I'm failing from the past, it's got you tormented. And tomorrow, make 3 attempts just to forget it. The flow is better, my soul's tempered, I'm so centered. I'm professor to go school, I'm like whole lectures. I've been climbing, I've been driving, I've been fighting. I bit the bullet, made gunpowder, I've been grinding. If failure says that you've been beaten and knocked in the dirt, that makes your failure just defeated and locked in a hurts. A sentence that you'll never hear uttered by me is I quit. Ironic, got the heart of a giant and yet I'm 5'6". I stick through tough parts where you would try tricks. My lips turn this whole room into a mosh pit. I pick, murdering everything like I'm John Wick. Bombs hit, even when they hit and they make soft ticks. Much like vapor, it's in my nature to change the flow. Better fix up and bring the heat, else I let it go. If you ain't catch that last line, I'ma let you know. Bring the heat, also let it go. You're mental slow. And that's the reason why you stuck inside your sunken place. The key was to peel, split, get out, run away. And since we on the topic of movies, let's spin the scene. So picture perfect, you think you sitting in front of screen. Hey bro, you ain't plotting on my set, homie. No way, cause we flip the script in a second, rotate. Okay, now you seeing things from my end. Your girl think I'm sweet and you scared of me. Boy, I'm Candyman, whoa. Talk nice to me. The skill's dirty, you heard me, it's on ice, Ruby. Big dog on the block and it's all bite, Scooby. Disrespecting, you catch it, it's on sight, Snoopy. Oh God, mom, disrespectful. Humble where we meet, savage when I grip the pencil. I cannot be beat, mental's on a distant level. Just careful, watch your feet, you dancing with a different devil. I violate you like I hate you, it's dead serious. Annihilate you, the line's fatal, I'm back furious. My mind's stable, I'm not playful, I lack weariness. Inspire angels to mind fables and track curious, yo. This is for them kings and them kings and queens of them, who see their kingdoms while others can't see the king in them, who got their own back but nobody else believing them. My creed for them is messing up as part of the process. We need moments to learn so then our brains can go, ah yes, I got this. You're not supposed to pause and be cautious. You'll be rubbed the wrong way if you are trying to be polished, I promise. Like what you stopping for? You complaining, this isn't fair, what you talking for? Your vision needs to be clear, what you sobbing for? Real talk, I don't care what you facing. Looking for that boost, Kate, here's that rare motivation. When the school of hard knocks got your mug jacked up, the only course of action, dog, is to get back up. You heard? Thank you.
That's how you feel it? That's how you feel it? Okay.
That was actually inspired after the whole like rise and flow thing, but yeah.
I just want to let you know, half the line is telling you that you need to be arrested, you need to be locked up.
I need to be arrested. So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit for you guys. There are many questions in life that are unanswerable. In a moment, I will ask you one of them. I need you to answer it honestly. How many birthdays will you have? Just take a moment and really think of it. How many birthdays will you have? I'd like to tell you that we have as many birthdays as our minds can fathom numbers, but the truth of the matter is no one really knows. So, in the unknown, let us make known our love for others. Hold your friends close. Closer than your favorite blanket, the one you used to build mighty fortresses with, protecting you from the monsters hide beneath its dark comfort. When you're under there, learn to find people who will walk with you into the darkness. They will be the only weapon you will ever need when whole days feel like broken nights. Your hands become your eyes. You, a creature from Pan's labyrinth, navigates the night, reaching out just to see if you can feel something. Cherish everything. From long lines at the DMV to long drives on open highways, treat both as if it were the last time you'd experience it, because it could be. Because she'd never know that you love her if you don't tell her. Everything you admire about her, the way her eyes flicker in fascination at the constellations, because when they're facing you, you see galaxies, you see light years. You see lifetimes. She'll never know that you love her if you don't tell her today. Fight the urge to slip back into the cycle of taking things for granted, because when we forget to appreciate life, death reminds us. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Do you hear that? The universe. She whispers, one more. One more. One more. Back and forth. Back and forth. Life and death play tug of war on your chest. Do you realize they could have dropped the rope yesterday? Today is still up for discussion, and tomorrow isn't promised. You see, living is a privilege, so live like it. Instead of counting your days, make your days count like a tombstone. Life is a dash to the death, so walk. Have you figured out the answer yet? The question suspended mid-air like tension on balance beams, like tension on tumbling mats, like tension on trampoline springs. You have been jumping through hoops, trying to please people only there to judge you. So how many birthdays will you have to live on the sideline? How many birthdays will you have to be unhappy? How many birthdays will you have to finally give yourself a chance to live? New question. In death, will you know the taste of satisfaction or regret? Thank you. How am I doing on time?
Send an ambulance, boy. Send an ambulance.
Am I good with time, or?
Yeah, you're
good. We're good. Okay. All right. So I got another poem here for you guys. Your talent will make a way for you. Are the words I tell myself softly at night when my emotions of what's to come comes barging into my room, fastening me to my chair, leaving only my eyes free to movement. I can see it clearly. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before the great. Tonight, and tonight only, I speak with kings and queens disguised as paupers and fools. I speak to those who speak for those incapable of speaking, express with those whose minds connect ideas together faster than a synopsis of a synapse. I share the pain of the pain, who can shape it into masterpieces. These are the ones who have mastered piecing shards of their life and bringing it back into something whole again. I speak to the broken. I speak to the downtrodden, who walk with their heads facing down, head up, young one. We've been here before and lived to tell the tale. I speak to you because I want to hear your reasoning for feeling burnt out is because you failed to find times for the things that once sparked fire in you. I speak to spark, I speak to spark, I speak to spar with you. When you forget to fight negativity off with the light that the universe has placed on you, child, you better act like you know to act right. This ain't how my mama raised me. I'd ask you to allow me to pull you up by your bootstraps, but you can't even tell me where your boots at. Are you even motivated anymore, young one? I'm remember moments when you would tell me about your days without using words or paint, pen or clay. You used to speak with your soul what happened to you. Or the words of the world too loud for you to focus on silencing them out. When you learned how to do that the first time, you wrote lines long like Black Friday. You see, you were never worried about what others had that you didn't because you knew you were better than who you once were. You see, jealousy never made sense to you. You always understood that you would be better than somebody worse than you and worse than somebody better. You never truly changed positions in life, but then again, you never truly changed. I see you're still here because there's some fight left in you. I can see it in your body language. Eyes focused on me, chin up, chest out. Let's resurrect. Let's bring back to life the dreams you once had and live in them, thus transforming our reality. Let us inject doubt with death and be done with it. Let us give hope to those holding on to it only as a fond memory. Let us create the works that keep the gears of the universe spinning, leaving our critics dizzy in amazement. Let's amaze them by showing that our souls are just like theirs. We just nourished them. We made it our business to feed the food of serenity's company. I want you to succeed, young one. Like an old man without teeth, bury it deep into the earth. And as a duck's back, learn not to absorb everything around you. Only use the sea of negativity to stay afloat. Do not sink, young one. There's work to do. Thank you.
Yes.